When you grow up on the internet grows up in you too. You can't escape it. Codes get in your head, binary whistles at the edge of your hearing. You see forum posts in raindrops on dead leaves. People drive to work and then back again, every day the same thing, like they were long GIFs spiraling in and out of the frame. The web is inside all of us, spreading out in our neurons, mirroring the fiber optic cables spawning across the ocean floor. They say there are server farms in Utah that when you see them from above, they look like human silhouettes. They say that wasn't the way they were built. I keep thinking about this because of ZeroRW3LL. I'm watching one of his videos now. He used to be my favorite YouTuber. I'd watched him for over a decade, back when he started as a dumb prank channel. I had that strange closeness with him, like we were friends even though only I knew him. A parasocial relationship, although that word always makes think of infections, of parasites, of something living inside a body that shouldn't be there. He uploaded the video I'm watching right now 2 days ago. There are almost 1 million views, 148 comments. He's updating his relationship status, which is, as it historically always has been for him, very complicated. I'm staring at his eyes as he talks. They're blue, ocean-colored, like they've always been. Nothing's changed. Everything is the same in the ocean, but every wave is new. I look on his Discord. No one is talking about this upload, or at least they aren't talking about what I'm looking for. I respond to some DMs while I'm reading comments. I used to just lurk, never post. That was my whole thing. Sharing too much info online weirded me out. The more you put on the internet, the more it feels like you're making another version of yourself. There's Earl you and then online you. Both can feel separate, distorted mirrors of each other. It was a few months ago, back when I still wasn't commenting, when I noticed people on the server using a running phrase. The hidden videos. I didn't know what it was, and no one ever elaborated. I assumed it was just an inside joke, but there was something off about it, a lingering weirdness. Then I started to see it in other places. Comments on YouTube videos, hashtags on the hell site. Eventually, I started asking in the chat what it meant. No one ever responded, and Googling got me nowhere. Every site online that seemed to have any information was login restricted, which led me to revive my nearly dead social media accounts. That was when things changed. I guess I got so used to logging in and responding to messages, I started posting other stuff about me too. Small things at first, stuff like complaints about not finding things I was looking for, then links to articles I found interesting or depressing, talking about my day, pics of my dog. At some point I remember uploading a selfie, watching a little accumulation of hearts grow under the picture. The petite endorphin shot companies talk about that keep us posting, keep us on their platforms, keep us online. At this point I had started to assume I would never find out what the hidden videos were. Everything was a dead end. I had decided to write it off as another Univalve internet mystery, like who buys the most glitter. Bedsides, I had convinced myself this whole thing was a dumb joke, an elaborate troll no one talked about. I felt like I had spent 2 months asking what Updog is, while everyone tried to not laugh, which is when I got the DM. It was just a link, nothing else. The kind of thing you'd guess was spam and delete, but it wasn't spam. The hyperlink test read, "Here are the hidden videos." I went to the person's profile who sent it, but there was nothing there. Completely blank, no comment history, no links in their bio. Their username was just a jumble of letters and numbers, and when I searched the combination, I got no hits in response. I messaged them, but they didn't respond. How long did I spend looking at the link? It felt like hours, the text glowing blue the way fires do in ghost stories when the devil is near. Then finally I clicked it. There was barely any text on the site. I was so used to the overabundance of information on most sites, the staggering amount of empty space seemed almost sinister. No menu, no links to anything, no about button to click. Just 6 embedded videos with dates under them, and the hidden videos written at the top of the page. The videos were ZeroRW3L posts, all from 3 years ago. 2 were from 2 separate days. The final 4 all from the same day. I bit my lip and leaned forward to study the images in the thumbnail. All stills of his face, but I didn't think I had ever seen any of them. My heart racing, I clicked play on the first video. It seemed totally normal, just him talking about his day. Uninteresting, kind of boring. Then he said, oh, one weird thing did happen. He went out late to the burrito place across the street from his apartment, the one he always went to. The main burrito guy, Adam, laughed when he saw him. Back already, man? Adam, the burrito guy, was a reoccurring character in 0RW3L's videos. He had a thick Massachusetts accent and frequently told 0RW3L stories about accidents in his workplace. Oro3L said he asked Adam, the burrito guy, what he was talking about. Adam said, dude, you were here an hour ago. Oro3L explained he just got there, and Adam said, holy shit, you have a twin. Do you want to watch the CCTV? I told him that hell yeah, I want to watch the CCTV footage, Arabu3L said. He cracked his knuckles. I thought that would be fucking baller. So we go in the back and he fires it up. I felt pretty cool, like I was on some surveillance shit. We fast forwarded through some customers and then bang, there was the dude. Guys, he looked exactly like me. Like clone level, Adam was helping somebody else, so we watched Jai make his burrito. Oh, and Jai, if you're watching this, Adam said you gave him too much guac. Just thought you should hear it from me, bro. Anyway, he gets his burrito and pays and then looks up at the camera, like he was watching the camera, watching us instead of us watching him. Total weird shit. But dude, if you see this or someone knows you, I want to meet up, alright? I would love to chill with you. Clone Club style. Okay, I'm out. Smash like and subscribe. Prescribe. Face reveal. Ace turned the camera off. That was the end. Frowning, I clicked on the next video. It was from a few weeks later. He looked a little ragged, his hair messier than usual. After a long pause, he began to start talking, apologizing, saying he had tried to film the video twice, but it hadn't worked. A few days ago, I posted a video about some guy who looks like me, he said. But that video is gone, which, dude, I don't understand. I didn't delete it. He looks away from the camera, and when he looks back, he said, I think someone is messing with me. Sadie and I, we're sort of back together. Went to the grocery store tonight, and I saw him. The guy who looks like me. We were in the cereal aisle. Sadie's getting cereal, by the way. Not me. I'm still doing the all-toast breakfast challenge. Rise up, toast family. He raised his arms up and made what seemed to be a bread symbol with outstretched hands. Then he lowered his arms and the enthusiasm vanished from his face, replaced by indecision and concern. But yeah, this dude, he was at the end of the aisle. No cart, nothing, just standing there, staring at me. And this is the weird thing. Sadie was looking at ingredients on some package, and when I said, hey, look at this, and she turned, he was gone. She thinks I'm crazy, I think, he said and laughed. But he didn't look like he thought it was funny. I'm going to find that old video and re-upload it. If anybody knows that guy, tell him I still want to hang, but I'm going to need him to be at least 15% less creepy. Maybe 20%. He turned off the camera. The next 3 videos were short, each under a minute. He was filming outside, taking footage of a crowd. You could hear him whispering, but it was unintelligible. I watched them each again, but I couldn't make anything out. Then I saw him at the far edge of a frame, someone who looked exactly like Omru3Alal, staring at the camera. The final video, I hesitated and then clicked. He seemed frantic, panicky. He was in his house, the living room where he always filmed, talking about how none of his videos were posting, how everyone thinks he's going crazy. But he's not. There was someone with his face following him, he said. He's seen him, he's filmed him. He didn't understand what was happening, but he needed help. Then he froze, his eyes wide. He was whispering no, 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 and then he got up, his knee hitting his camera, sending it flying. The picture went sideways, upside down, tilted, and then stabilized, pointing to the couch where he had been filming. I could see an area of the room leading to the kitchen. I could see only the bottom edge of the room, his legs, his shoes. And then someone else walked into the frame. They stopped a few feet away from 0R3L. The sound must have gotten screwed up when the camera fell, because everything was a hard buzzing. It sounded like a swarm of wasps. Their shoes and legs, they were the same as 0RW3LR. The video went black. As soon as it stopped, I watched it again, and again, and again. I can't tell you exactly how many times I hit play. Over and over again for days straight, until suddenly the website didn't work. I kept hitting refresh, but my screen simply said Safari couldn't open the page because the server can't be found. Like it was never there, but it had been there. I went back to the message that had the link, but there was nothing in my chat history. The profile of the person who had sent me the message had been deleted. Everything empty, and all I had left was the image of Omra3Al and whatever it was that looked like him in that room. I've been watching his videos since then, the ones dated after the last one. He looks normal, real, no sign of anything that isn't him. I've started to think all of this is a long con, some kind of ARG. There's no way any of it actually happened. But I keep seeing something in his eyes that wasn't there before. A strange gleam, the way they reflect. I'm watching other videos too. Ones where people mention secret videos in the comment sections. Those comments are all gone too, but I think I see the glow in those people's eyes too. An unreal shine. Yesterday I stopped at the gas station on the way home. Watched the stupid video on the screen at the pumps. Updated my status on a social media account. As I was leaving, a car pulled a neck to me. Pulling out into traffic, I glanced back in my rear view. There I was, stepping out of the other car, staring right back at me.